How in the world do you keep up with all of your leads, all of your people, all of your past clients, all of your sphere of influence, all of the people in your database? How do you keep up with them on a consistent, structured way that makes the most of your time? That's what we're going to talk about today, is how to tag your leads and how to set up your CRM in a way that every day you know exactly who you're supposed to call, exactly how to follow up with them, and make sure that you're never dropping the ball with any of those people. All right, so I'm going to teach you what we're doing with our team, and we just learned this recently from one of the top teams in the nation. There's this guy named Robbie T. He has a group of ISAs that are calling different leads, and basically they found, and maybe you felt this before, if you're using a CRM to keep track of all of your clients, and you have a list of tasks to do today, there might be 50 tasks on that list to do today. And the problem is, if you have a busy day and you're not able to make it all the way through your task list, then you might miss somebody who's actually a really hot lead, or somebody who's looking to move quickly, but they happen to be on the bottom of your task list for that day, and so they fall through the cracks, and you don't get to them, and then they end up going with somebody else to purchase their house or buy their property. So how do you avoid that from happening? Few simple ways. I'll show you what we're doing with our team. We tag all of our leads with A, B, C, or D, and then we set up smart lists that help us keep track of those inside of our CRM. So let's take a look. I'll show you that. All right, so we've got this colored green for money because the follow-up is in, the money is in the follow-up, right? So look here. We've got A tags, B tags, C tags, and D tags. A tags are people who you think are looking to move in the next 30 days. Or they're looking to write a contract in the next 30 days. And the key is you have to be really honest with yourself about where this lead falls in. But A is people looking to do a contract in the next 30 days. You want to call them 2 times every single week until they buy something. Next is B tags. So these are people who are looking to move in 30 to 90 days. You want to call them 1 time a week. C tag is people looking from 90 to 180 days. They want to make a move. So 6 months, you want to call them 2 times a month. And then D tags are people looking to move farther than 6 months out. So, next year sometime after 6 months, you want to call them 1 time a month. So I mentioned this a second ago, but it is super important to be honest with yourself about the quality of the lead that you're spending time on. Because if you're going through a bunch of leads, and I don't care where you get them from, maybe you get them from Facebook, maybe you get them from circle dialing, I don't care where you get them from, doesn't really matter the source, but it matters that you pay attention to the quality. So it's good to keep asking the right questions along the way, but put the tag on there and be diligent to change the tag as the seasons change. So every time you talk to them, ask good questions, listen well to find out if they've changed their season or not. And if they have changed their season, be sure to delete the old tag, put the new tag on there. Okay, so a couple more things I want to show you. Okay, this is the daily call cadence. Now, I don't know if you're using a CRM or not. This isn't going to work if you're not using a CRM, but if you are tagging people in your CRM, this is a great daily call cadence that you could use to help you stay on task. So check it out. First thing you do, you open the computer. You've got an hour to prospect or an hour to be focused. You call your brand new leads from the day before or from the weekend, whatever it is. First things first, call those brand new leads, make sure you're on top of it. And I'll just throw in here, we like to use a system that we got from a guy named Michael Helkson. It's called 333. So you get a brand new leads coming in, you're not really sure where they fit yet. We want to do 3 touches in the first 3 days. So 3 times a day for the first 3 days, 3 times a week for the first 3 weeks, 3 times a month for the first 3 months, until the lead responds and we know exactly where they're at in the process. Then we'll tag them and then we'll stick them into the right spot. So first things first, start with your new people. Then click on your list for your A tags. And if you have a good CRM, you'll be able to set up your CRM so that these people show up if they have the tag that says a follow-up, and if you have not communicated with them in the last 3 days. So the idea is they disappear every 3 days. So if you click on somebody with the A tag, haven't talked to in 3 days, they'll be on the list. You click that list, you call the first person, they'll disappear for 3 days, and then they'll come back traffic in magically onto that list in 3 days later, okay? And so that list is going to automatically cycle through the right people at the right time if you're leveraging technology that way, okay? So then you click on your B tags, your B list, and those B people you want to talk to once a week. So once you talk to them, they disappear for 7 days. They come back in 7 days. Then you click on your C, then you click on your D. So C is 2 times a month, D is once a month. So that piece of it's pretty simple. If you get good at using smart lists, this is a fantastic way to go. The last piece of the puzzle that you saw on there is priority leads. So I don't know what your website provider is or who you're using. We use a company called Ylopo, but all the websites use different alerts, not as good as Ylopo, but different alerts that'll help you know, like, hey, this client looked at this property. Hey, this client clicked on this button. They shared this with so-and-so. So if you have that feature with your website and CRM connected together, then have a list in your CRM that will show recent activity on the website. And then when you choose that recent activity, you can call through those people who you know have recently, like maybe in the last 7 days, have been looking for properties, okay? Okay, here's an example. We use Follow Up Boss. So this is I've got all people here, and then I've got new 2 days. So this is a smart list of people new from the last 2 days. And then you go to A Follow Up, you call through the A Follow Up people. You call through these people, they'll disappear, and then once you're done, you go to B Follow Up. Once you're done, you go to C Follow Up. Once you're done, D, Y Priority, and then you can see, depending on the day, if you want to do so let's say today is Tuesdays, so then we would do the current contacts pending, not called, 6 days. We could work through the different lists like that. Okay, so once you finish with that, so start with new, A, B, C, D, and then go to priority alerts. Then the next thing that I would recommend is something that we call theme days. And I learned this from my buddy Kevin. He learned it from a coaching program that he's in. But basically the idea is 1 day a week you have a specific theme. So let me show you the theme days. All right, so VIP Mondays. So every Monday, once you get through your normal call list, you want to call your VIPs. Have a specific list, mark them in your CRM as a VIP. These are people who are going to help bring you business. They're going to help you thrive in what you're doing. They're going to support you along the way. VIP Mondays, call through all of those people. The next thing is Transaction Tuesdays. So if you've got a transaction going on, these are current clients. Maybe their house is listed, or you're searching for properties for them. You're in constant communication with them. Call through all of those people on Tuesdays and let them have that personal connection. The next one is Wednesdays. So it could be Investor Wednesdays or Builder Wednesdays, but some source of a client that you're working with consistently over and over and over to help you do more deals, and you're helping them grow their business as well. And then Thursdays would be past clients or sphere of influence. Okay, SOI is sphere of influence. So you have a list in your CRM of all of your past clients and your sphere of influence that you're calling through every single week. All right, so hopefully you have a lot of sphere of influence in your phone, and you're like, Grant, there's no way I could call through on that many people in 1 day, right? So one great tool is to just break your phone up into the alphabet. And so essentially you could say, all right, this Thursday, I'm going to call my sphere of influence. I'm going to go through all of the contacts on my phone, the A's and B's. So that's what's nice is you can do that while you're out walking, shopping, driving, whatever you're doing, it's on your phone, and you can just blaze through all of your B's or A's and B's. And then next week, do your C's and D's. And then the week after, do your E's, and just kind of continue on from there, right? So nice and easy, keeps it organized, but it's going to make sure that you stay in contact with your sphere of influence that are in your contact list on your phone at least a handful of times each year, which will help you do a lot more business. Okay, so that's kind of what we're doing as a team, and we've tried it a lot of other ways. We've just recently switched to the ABC stuff, and we already feel the difference. We're loving it. So I'd recommend you give it a shot and try to follow up with your leads as well that way, and let me know if that's helping. Let me know if you have any tweaks or changes or questions. We'd love to help. Thanks.